Question 1. If a California driver's first DUI conviction is for a blood alcohol concentration, BAC, of 0.2% or higher, his or her license will be suspended for B. 10 months. If a California driver's first DUI conviction is for a BAC of 0.2% or higher, his or her license will be suspended for 10 months. If you want to pass DMV test in first time, you can download our iOS app for free. App contains 120,000 plus permit test questions, 523 plus cheat sheet questions, 350 plus traffic road signs, official handbook and FAQ. Includes all 51 states test. Even 98.5% people pass their test first time after using our app. You can find link in the description. Download app for free from App Store, which contains latest 2024 material licensed by official DMV team. Get 3 days free trial for a limited time. Let's get back to the video. Question 2. If you cannot drive your vehicle due to excessive alcohol, you must C. Have a designated driver drive your vehicle. You must assign a designated driver to drive your vehicle. The designated driver is responsible for the safe transportation of friends or family members who have been drinking alcoholic beverages. Question 3. In California, your vehicle liability insurance policy must include at least in coverage for the bodily injuries or death of 2 or more persons in any one accident. A. $30,000. In California, your vehicle liability insurance policy must include at least $30,000 in coverage for the bodily injuries or death of 2 or more persons in any one accident. Question 4. If you are convicted of hitting a parked vehicle or other property and leaving the scene of the accident without stopping, you may be sentenced to jail for up to C. 6 months. If you hit a parked vehicle or other property, you must leave a note with your name and address, the name and address of the owner of your vehicle, and a description of the collision. If you are convicted of leaving the scene of the accident without doing this, you may be fined up to $1,000, sentenced to jail for up to 6 months, or both. Question 5. Your driving privilege may be suspended. C. If you refuse to submit to a blood and/or urine test. If you refuse to submit to the required blood and/or urine tests, your driving privilege may be suspended because of your refusal. Question 6. Things that can distract you from the road include C. Text messaging and talking on the phone. Anything that draws your attention away from the road can distract you. Some examples of distractions while driving are text messaging, talking on the phone, dealing with children, and lighting a cigarette. Question 7. Which of the following is a way that alcohol consumption affects your ability to drive? C. All of the above. Even a small amount of alcohol can reduce a driver's reflexes, driving skill, and negatively affects depth perception. Question 8. In California, it is illegal to drive while your driving abilities are impaired by C. Any of the above. The use of any drug that impairs your ability to drive safely is illegal. It does not matter whether it is a prescription, over-the-counter, or illegal drug. Check with your physician or pharmacist or read the warning label if you are not sure whether the drug can affect your driving. Question 9. Besides alcohol, what other drugs can affect a person's ability to drive safely? C. All of the above. If you are driving, check the label before you take a drug for warnings about its effects. If you are not sure whether it is safe to take the drug and drive, ask your doctor or pharmacist about any side effects. Drugs taken for headaches, colds, hay fever or other allergies, or those to calm nerves can make a person drowsy and can affect his or her driving. Other prescription drugs can affect your reflexes, judgment, vision, and alertness in ways similar to alcohol. Question 10. In California, are you allowed to leave a child 6 years old or younger in a vehicle? A. Yes, but only if supervised by someone who is at least 12 years old. It is never a good idea to leave a child unattended in a vehicle. It is illegal to leave a child 6 years old or younger unattended in a motor vehicle. Under California law, you may leave a child 6 years old or younger in a vehicle only if he or she is supervised by a person who is at least 12 years old. Question 11. If you are transporting a 16-year-old passenger who is not wearing a seat belt, who can be cited and fined? A. Both you and the passenger. Under California law, the driver and every passenger must wear a seat belt or be restrained in an appropriate child safety restraint. If you are found guilty of transporting an unrestrained passenger, you can be cited and fined. A passenger who is at least 16 years old can also be cited and fined for not wearing a seat belt. Question 12. If a driver is under DUI probation, what is the maximum legal blood alcohol concentration, BAC, that he or she may exhibit while operating a vehicle? A. 0.01%. A California driver who is under DUI probation because of prior convictions may not have a BAC greater than 0.01% when operating a vehicle. Consuming just one alcoholic drink will result in a BAC greater than 0.01%. Question 13. Your traffic convictions and collisions stay on your record for space or longer, depending on the type of conviction. A. 36 months. Your traffic convictions and collisions stay on your record for 36 months, or longer, depending on the type of conviction. Question 14. How many standard servings of alcohol can safely be consumed by an adult before driving? C. It varies from person to person. The amount of alcohol each person can drink before reaching the legal limit is different for each person and depends on a variety of factors. Question 15. If you are convicted of leaving a child aged 6 or younger alone in a car under conditions that might endanger his or her health or safety, you will be fined. A. $100. Under California law, you may not leave a child aged 6 or younger alone in a motor vehicle if the engine is running, the keys are still in the ignition, or the conditions inside the car might endanger the child's health or safety. If you are convicted of doing so, you will be fined $100. Note, if you are too poor to afford the $100 fine, you may instead complete a community education program on the dangers of leaving children alone in motor vehicles. Question 16. A standard Class C California driver license allows a driver to tow up to space vehicles. C. 1. A standard Class C California driver license allows a driver to tow only one vehicle. Question 17. An average 140-pound woman will become legally intoxicated after consuming space alcoholic drinks. An average 180-pound man will become legally intoxicated after consuming space alcoholic drinks. B. 2, 3. An average 140-pound woman will reach a blood alcohol concentration, BAC, of 0.08% after consuming 2 alcoholic drinks. An average 180-pound man will reach that same BAC after consuming 3 alcoholic drinks. 1 alcoholic drink equals 1.5 ounces of 80-proof liquor, 12 ounces of 5% beer, or 5 ounces of 12% wine. Question 18. In California, if you are convicted of driving a motor vehicle to flee or evade a police officer's vehicle, you may face which of the following penalties if someone was seriously injured during the pursuit? B. Up to 7 years in a state prison and a fine of up to $10,000. Under California law, if you are convicted of driving a motor vehicle to flee or evade a police officer's motor vehicle which caused serious bodily injury to someone, you will face the following penalties: imprisonment in a state prison for 3, 5, or 7 years or in a county jail for up to 1 year, a fine of $2,000 to $10,000, or both. If someone was killed during the pursuit, you will be sentenced to 4, 6, or 10 years in state prison. Question 19. If you are convicted of leaving the scene of an accident, hit and run, in which no one was injured, you may be sentenced to jail for up to A. 6 months. Under California law, if you are convicted of leaving the scene of an accident, hit and run, in which no one was injured, you will be fined up to $1,000, sentenced to jail for up to 6 months, or both. If someone was injured or killed in the accident, the penalties will be more severe. Question 20. Which of the following will help a drunk person to sober up? B. Time. Only time can remove alcohol from one's bloodstream. People mistakenly believe that coffee and fresh air may mask the effects of being drunk, such as drowsiness and slowed reactions, but they will not change the fact that you would be driving under the influence until enough time has passed after drinking. Question 21. Which of the following is illegal for minors? C. All of the above. It is illegal for a minor between the ages of 15 and 21 to be in possession of alcohol, consuming alcohol, attempting to purchase or purchasing alcohol, or having a BAC of 0.02% or greater. Question 22. If you are convicted of reckless driving that resulted in injury to someone, you may be sentenced to jail for A. 6 months. In California, reckless driving is defined as driving in wanton disregard for the safety of persons or property, and it's a criminal offense. If you are convicted of reckless driving, you will be fined between $145 and $1,000, sentenced to jail for 5 to 90 days, or both, and 2 points will be added to your driving record. However, if you are convicted of reckless driving that resulted in injury to someone, you will be fined between $220 and $1,000, sentenced to jail for between 30 days and 6 months, or both. Your license will be revoked, and 2 points will be added to your driving record. Question 23. Under California's Negligent Operator Treatment System, NOTS, you will lose your driver license if you earn points in 12 months. B. 4. Under California's Negligent Operator Treatment System, NOTS, you will lose your driver license if you earn 4 points in 12 months, 6 points in 24 months, or 8 points in 36 months. 1-point violations include at-fault collisions and most ordinary traffic violations. 2-point violations are more serious, such as DUI, reckless driving, leaving the scene of an accident, hit and run, and driving while your license is suspended or revoked. Question 24. Which of the following is true for drivers who are under the age of 21? A. They are not allowed to buy alcohol, consume alcohol, or be in possession of alcohol. You are not allowed to buy alcohol, consume alcohol, or be in possession of alcohol unless you are 21 years of age. Question 25. If you are an adult driver and are convicted of DUI, your driver license will be suspended for at least for a first offense. A. 6 months. If you are convicted of DUI and it was your first such offense, you will be fined $390 to $1,000 and sentenced to jail for between 96 hours and 6 months. Your driver license will be suspended for at least 6 months, and your vehicle may be impounded. Question 26. Which of the following will result in mandatory license suspension for minors? C. Any or all of the above. If you are a minor and are convicted of driving under the influence of drugs or transporting an open container of any alcoholic beverage, your driver's license will be suspended. Question 27. If you loan your vehicle to an unlicensed driver, it may be impounded for space days, C. 30. Never loan your vehicle to another driver unless you first verify that he or she has a valid driver license. If he or she is caught driving your vehicle without a driver license or with a suspended or revoked license, the vehicle will be impounded for up to 30 days. Question 28. Alcohol can affect your C. All of the above answers are correct. Alcohol can affect your concentration, reaction time, and judgment. Question 29. For California drivers 21 years of age or older, it is illegal to drive with a blood alcohol concentration, BAC, of A. 0.08%. For California drivers 21 or older, it is illegal to drive with a blood alcohol concentration, BAC, of 0.08% or more. Question 30. A driver who is a minor receives a phone call on his or her cell phone. He or she should C. Not answer the call. It is against the law for a minor to use a cell phone while driving. If a cell phone rings, he or she should not answer the call. Violators of this law are subject to fines. Question 31. If you are convicted of driving with a blood alcohol concentration, BAC, of 0.2% or higher, the court may C. Do both of the above. If you are convicted of driving with a BAC of 0.2% or higher and the court refers you to an enhanced DUI treatment program, your driver license will be suspended for 10 months. You may also be fined, sentenced to jail, or be required to install an ignition interlock device, IID, on your vehicle. Question 32. Which of the following is not an effect of alcohol? C. Increased alertness. Alcohol can impair vision, slow down reactions, and dull judgment. Alcohol does not increase alertness. Question 33. Which of the following will not prevent distracted driving? A. Pre-loosening the lid of your coffee cup. Before starting your trip, you should set up your cap just as you like it, but eating and drinking should be done at rest stops. Question 34. You are driving and a situation in the back seat requires your attention. You should C. Pull over to the side of the road and park your vehicle before dealing with the situation. Do not take your eyes off the road to turn around to deal with the needs of passengers, children, or pets. If you must give attention to passengers or animals, pull over to the side of the road and park your vehicle. Question 35. If you are found guilty of reckless driving in which no one was injured, you may face which of the following penalties? C. Both of the above. In California, reckless driving is defined as driving in wanton disregard for the safety of persons or property, and it's a criminal offense. If you are convicted of reckless driving, you will be fined between $145 and $1,000, sentenced to jail for 5 to 90 days, or both, and 2 points will be added to your driving record. However, if you are convicted of reckless driving that resulted in injury to someone, you will be fined between $220 and $1,000, sentenced to jail for between 30 days and 6 months, or both. Your license will be revoked, and 2 points will be added to your driving record. Question 36. If a California driver has had his or her license suspended for 10 months following multiple DUI convictions, which of the following can allow that driver to regain his or her driving privileges? C. Installation of an ignition interlock device, IID. To obtain early release from a 10-month driver license suspension following multiple DUI convictions, a driver may be required to install an ignition interlock device, IID. It prevents the vehicle from being started if the BAC reading from the driver's breath exceeds a preset limit. Question 37. When a driver's blood alcohol concentration, BAC, rises, which of the following happens? C. All of the above. Once you drink alcohol, it enters your bloodstream and starts affecting all of your bodily processes, such as coordination, self-control, and reaction time. The only cure to alcohol's effect on your brain is to wait until it exits your bloodstream. Question 38. Are you allowed to leave a child 6 years old or younger in a hot vehicle? B. No, never. It is dangerous and illegal to leave children or animals in a hot vehicle. When a parked vehicle is sitting in the sun, the internal temperature can rapidly rise 40 to 50 degrees higher than the outside temperature even if a window is slightly open. Question 39. Which of the following does not affect blood alcohol concentration? C. Type of alcohol. Type of alcohol does not affect blood alcohol concentration. Standard servings of each type of alcohol all contain the same amount. Question 40. In California, a DUI conviction will remain on a driver's driving record for years. 10. If you want to pass DMV test in first time, you can download our iOS app for free. App contains 120,000 plus permit test questions, 523 plus cheat sheet questions, 350 plus traffic road signs, official handbook and FAQ. Includes all 51 states test. Even 98.5% people pass their test first time after using our app. You can find link in the description. Download app for free from App Store, which contains latest 2024 material licensed by official DMV team. Get 3 days free trial for a limited time.